doing?
Great.
Hello.
How's everybody?
Good.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So what can you tell us about your character on the show?
So I play Teddy. Much like Teddy Ruxpin, he is friendly. He's a friendly little bear, and if you put cassette tapes in him, he tells you nice things and sings songs for you. He's Emily Locke's best friend. He has no powers yet. He's looking for the powers within himself. I think Teddy is sort of used to this like fun-loving boy kind of like playfulness in the office, and I think Emily inspires him in the pilot to start looking within himself to see what other things can he do. I think he's got a lot of talents, just none of them are really applicable to his job.
Comedically, where do you get to go as opposed to other roles you've played? Like,
Yes.
where do you get to go with this one?
I think the first thing that excited me about this role is that it's, I think, much short to a lot of things in my real life. My job before I booked Community, I still actually haven't quit, was I was an actuarial recruiter for an insurance company, for insurance companies in Chicago. And so I would find actuaries, and all our clients were insurance companies or consulting firms, banks, things like that. And so I dealt a lot with insurance, property casualty insurance. And so it's fun to actually be in that world in a way. And I worked in an office. I was really good at happy hours, wasn't really good at my job. So that to me is like kind of a chance to go tap into that world a little bit more.
Are there a lot of comedic opportunities with that sort of?
Kind of strangely enough, like I was in charge of like doing our Christmas talent show. Like I would do like dance stuff, you know. I got in trouble because I would be talking to people too long in the kitchen, things like that, you know. So this is a chance for me to tap into that. I'm also like in a place in my life where I'm a dad, I have kids, and I'm sort of like forced to sort of be a grown-up at home with the kids, but at the same time my job is this. So it's like a nice way to sort of blend those worlds, where Teddy's also sort of trying to be a grown-up, but he still has this really playful childishness to him.
This seems like a world where Abed would have been at home. What did you have to do to distinguish Teddy from Abed?
Well, I think in many ways Abed is much smarter. I think Abed is very bright, and he has very set rules to his world. And I think for me, Teddy's a little bit more like at my level, you know. I think Abed knows what to say or what to do. In many instances, he'll just know what to do. I think there's one of my favorite scenes in this show, in the pilot, and the thing I was drawn to is there's a moment where Teddy doesn't really know what to say, other than just be there for Emily. And it's just a small moment, but I was like, it's a very clear moment of like humanity that I think is very different from Abed, but it's also just different on the whole of a character I've never played. Someone who's just sees everything around him and just feels helpless and just doesn't really know what to say and doesn't have any specific ability to talk his way out of it, to help anybody. He's just kind of there. And that weakness, I guess, was really exciting for me to play.
As an actor, your Comic-Con cred is sky high. You've been in a Marvel movie, you've done Star Trek now, and now you've got a DC show. What does that mean to you to kind of have a hand in all those great different...
I'm trying not to talk about it because I want to keep it going. I'm excited, you know, and I think a lot of it started with Community because it's Justin Lin and the Russo brothers, they've directed episodes there, and so I'm just grateful for the opportunity to, you know, still work with them. But yeah, a lot of this stuff is like, for me, it's just fun. It's like stuff that I grew up with as a kid. To be in it now as a larger kid, it's really exciting. So it's cool to be part of it in a different way. Yeah.
After reading the pilot script, were there elements that you wanted to contribute to suggest ideas for things for the character?
Yeah, I mean, I think Ben, that was great. With Ben and Michael, I met with them. They definitely wanted to get my take on certain things, and they were very open to it. And I think we definitely talked about different ways to sort of differentiate this character from Abed, and also like what are some of the ways that we could stretch Teddy, you know? And you know, I think Teddy's a guy who could wear a lot of hats. He can do a lot of different things, you know. And so we talked about all the different ways that he could do that, you know. So he's not just delineated to sidekick stature, but potentially there's other things there he could do for himself, you know. And I think Teddy does have some great capabilities there where he can kind of navigate this world. And also, it's like he's one of these guys who can spot talent in other people before he can spot it in himself, which I thought is a kind of a unique thing. So we just talked about a lot of ideas, and you know, I got to meet with all the writers, and we haven't started shooting the rest of the episodes, but we're excited. We'll start soon.
How does he view the world that he lives in with the superhero? Is it ho-hum, or is it like, wow, what's going on?
I think it's he's used to it. I wouldn't say it's ho-hum. I think he's used to it. He doesn't know how things are going to affect him. But I think Teddy's excited by certain things. It's nice to play someone who's very just excited about the world around him. You know, he's excited by what happens with Emily when she stands up for herself at the office, and the whole it inspires him to sort of be like, wait, what else can I do? You know, I gotta get a fanny pack. I gotta do something like that. I gotta do these things to like to help out. You know, and I think in terms of the superheroes, I think he's kind of like, like how does it impact me? And like, I still have to figure out where we're going to lunch today. You know what I mean? It's like, that's my job. It's like, I'm on lunch duty today, and we only have 1 hour for break, you know. Hopefully we're, you know, my favorite coffee shop isn't impacted by the rubble, you know, the fallen rubble. So I think that's how Teddy sort of looks at it. I think he's a little bit tired of Aquaman. Tired of people who are like, you know, constantly showing him what he doesn't have and what he can't do. But at the same time, he's like, you know, he still has to do a job because he's got to pay his rent.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.